Hey y'all, and welcome back to our channel. So today in this very quick video I'm going to be actually showing us making jerk chicken pasta. It's one of our favorites and one that is a recipe that's highly requested from our family and friends, so I decided to just do a voiceover and kind of record us having fun cooking it this day. So for this recipe, I actually used chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs, to actually cook this. So as you can see here, I'm really just prepping everything, getting the stove ready to kind of fry my chicken in the Jamaican sauce. Had a visitor for a moment. But essentially what's getting ready to happen is I'm going to season the chicken with this seasoning sauce. I love it. It comes from Walmart. Nothing special about it. And then I'm going to boil some noodles, and then I'm going to make a sauce. And then pretty much put it all together. So that's all that I'm really saying there. So I had got the chicken. I'm already seasoning it on the stove. And now we're just going to let this chicken kind of cool down. I'm going to get the water is boiling for the noodles. And now I'm getting ready to do the mushrooms, which is like my favorite part. Olive oil. Make sure everything is good to go. And nothing spectacular. Letting everything just kind of simmer down and get ready. So I'm probably going to get ready to, I know what I'm doing here. I am seasoning the extra chicken because I basically want to have it ready for whenever I get ready to take off the chicken that's already cooking. So just doing some prep work to try to speed up things a little bit later. So now that that's done, I'm actually going to take my mushrooms, which I had washed off, put them into the olive oil that heated up, and just saute those for a moment. As you can see, my noodles actually magically popped in there as well. So I'm going to let those simmer and boil. My chicken is still cooking and the mushrooms are gone. So I love actually having everything going on at the same time. Just a master multitasker. I like all my stuff to be done at the same time, so I always just cook it all. And it kind of gives me a little bit of a break to kind of tend to the kids or go and do something else while everything's kind of simmering. So anyway, so now I'm ready to make my sauce. I actually use heavy whipping cream as the base, and I just add it right to the mushrooms. I know some people may maybe cook the mushrooms separate, take them out, then do the sauce, but I like to keep my pans pretty much simplified. So here I am just taking out the chicken, make sure I don't overcook the chicken, which I actually had to end up cooking longer anyway, but it's really hard to tell. They're chicken thighs, so they don't take that long to cook, but I might have took them off just a few minutes too early, but that's okay because I put them back on later. But I go ahead and put on the rest of the chicken because I did want to just have everything done at the same time, of course. So I've still just got everything simmering over there, probably like a medium. So I'm gonna go ahead and season the rest of the chicken. Make sure that everything is good there. And then, oh look, Kennedy. Alright, so my heavy whipping cream is going in. That's basically making the sauce. So let that simmer down. And then basically I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese to it. I add about one bag, so I think like 1.5 cups of Parmesan cheese to the sauce in a minute once that gets to a boil. And then it's pretty much done after that. So my noodles look like they're getting ready to be done, so I'm just going to get everything ready for that. I'm probably looking for the cheese. And I found the cheese. My husband did the grocery shopping that day, so couldn't never find nothing. And there he is testing the noodles. I always have him test the noodles. He's like the noodle testingologist. So I'm getting everything ready because basically I'm going to put everything into that same pan. So there I am draining out the noodles. I'm probably just going to let that sit over there for a second. I didn't want to overcook them. So nobody want to overcook the noodles. So I can't tell here. I think I probably have the Parmesan cheese already in the sauce. Well, if I don't, I do now. And so I'm actually letting that simmer down. That's really the base of this whole sauce, is that Parmesan cheese kind of melted into the heavy whipping cream. So now that looked like it was pretty smoothed out, I'm actually going to go ahead and add some parsley flakes to it, which, you know, I don't know what that does to the flavor, but it makes it look pretty and it makes it look like you did something. So I'm going to add some of that. I think the original recipe called for that. So anyway, put some parsley flakes in there, and my sauce is pretty much ready to be done. That thing actually burns really quick, so I try to make sure I turn that joker off as soon as I am done. So my chicken is pretty much coming to a close. I actually assigned my husband to the chicken at the end because that's his thing. So he likes to just go through, make sure everything is done and cut everything up because, you know, we don't want no raw chicken, which is fine with me. So anyway, so now that the sauce is kind of cooled down and everything is kind of coming to a close with the chicken, I'm going to pour the sauce into the noodles and I'm going to stir it. As you can see, I had a little bit of a helper. That ain't really a helper. I'm kind of a helper. And I am just stirring everything. I add a little bit of half and half to it. I like that because it kind of loosens up the sauce a little bit and kind of just adds like a little, I don't know, I just like the flavor. I don't even know what it does. It's hard to describe, but from there it's like really good. It all cools down and gets done, and you cut it up to pieces. I actually put this in the oven for about maybe like 10 minutes, just to put this in the oven for about maybe like 10 minutes, just to with some Parmesan cheese on top, just to let everything simmer. And so the way we do it is we, you know, put the pasta at the bottom of the bowl, we put the chicken on top of it. I actually forgot to mention the part where we added the spinach to it, but this is the final picture of it. So there is spinach, there's Parmesan cheese, there's mushrooms, and the jerk sauce is really just kind of mixing in with the noodles, and this is super delicious. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching and listening to this, and I hope that you guys, if you're interested in the recipe, it will be in the description. But mama, this is really for you, so I know that you will appreciate this. So that's it for today. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on the next one.